So today makes it the fourth day that Don Fergane was brought down in Port Hercourt, in Rumuola to be precise. And I'm sure most of you have already gotten this update, how the bringing down of Fergane caused a heavy fraternity clash between the Vikings and the Icelanders, which has led to the bringing down of a lot of people right there in Rumuola in Port Hercourt. But what most people don't know is the controversy that is surrounding the bringing down of Don Fergane, even as it has caused a confraternity war between the Vikings and the Icelanders. So guys, it is your boy Nigerian View, and today we are going to talk a little bit about Don Fergane, the confraternity clash between Vikings and Icelanders, and we are also going to talk about the current situation of the confraternity war. So with that out of the way, let's dive into today's video. So today makes it exactly 4 days that the young man that you are currently seeing on your screen was brought down. He is by the name of Fergane. Some people call him Don Fergane. He is a very popular Vikings member, and he is an old Vikings member. A lot of people say that he has been a member of Vikings for almost 2 decades. I mean more than 18 years, going to 20 years. And people said he was the leader of Vikings, the number 1 man, years ago. So this young man is a very popular Vikings member. They said he is a certified hitman. He has led a lot of hits, and he is a very popular person. So in the evening of 4 days ago, an update came that this young man has been brought down. According to the explanation, the young men that brought him down, they came out from a blue car right there in Rumuola. They were wearing a hoodie, and they approached this young man, fired at him at his head. Boom, boom, boom. And before you knew what was happening, Don Fergane went down. Now, after he went down, there raised a lot of controversy as to which people brought him down. A lot of Vikings quickly accused the Icelanders that they were the one that brought him down because he was having a problem with Icelanders. For those that don't know, after Icelanders was formed by Vikings several years ago, they became very popular in Port Hercourt. They have a lot of members in the streets of Port Hercourt, and they also have a lot of tools because most of them are militants, and a lot of them even stay in the creek, according to how it was explained. So they normally give Vikings their due respect, but the problem is that most people that are members of Icelanders are just stubborn. I don't know if they select these young men to be members of Icelanders. You can see what happened in another community right there in River State when some Icelanders went to bring down a police DPO. So right now, after Don Fergane was brought down, the members of Vikings said that they are not going to take it lightly, that they are going to rain terror on Icelanders. Other Vikings said that they don't believe that it was the Icelanders that brought down Fergane. They were trying to tell their members for them to calm down so that they can do a proper investigation to know who brought down Fergane. But the problem is that some Vikings members already concluded that it was Icelanders. Now, according to words on the street, Fergane was also into politics, and it was said that he was given millions for him to dispatch to the youths. And a lot of people said that he had embezzled the money, and that also gave him a lot of enemies. So people are saying that they don't know where this death of Don Fergane came from. However, some Vikings members already concluded that it was Icelanders, and the very day that Fergane went down, some Vikings hit squad assembled right there in Rumuola, and they pulled a hit on 2 members of Icelanders. Luckily for the Icelanders, they were able to survive the hit, and they are said to have been receiving treatment in the hospital, and that is 4 days ago. 3 days ago, the Vikings hit squad still went into the streets looking for members of Icelanders, even as some of their members are trying to tell them to slow down so that they can find out the root of what brought down Don Fergane. But it seems like this hit squad weren't listening, and before you knew what was happening, they brought down a member of Icelanders, and they went after another member of Icelanders, brought the young man down. At this point, a lot of people were saying that it is getting too much because the Icelanders have not retaliated. They said if the Icelanders eventually retaliate, that it is not going to be a very easy thing. As all this were going on, some Vikings members still maintained their position, saying that they don't believe that it was the Icelanders that pulled the hit. Since the young men were wearing hoodie, nobody was able to recognize them, and the Icelanders have not claimed that they are the one that brought down Ferguson. So it was very confusing to understand what is really going on. But at the end of the day, the streets are still talking, and it is said that it was 5 Icelanders that was brought down within the space of 4 days because of the death of Don Fregene. And ever since, there has been military officers patrolling that particular Rumuola, and police are everywhere trying to calm the situation. So yesterday, I got an update that the government have interfered and they have settled the differences between these young men. So right now, it is said that peace has returned to Rumuola, but a lot of people still don't believe the peace talk. They just want to wait a little before they start walking anyhow up and down because they don't want to lose guard themselves. So I am happy that these people are able to talk it out, and I want to say condolence to the families of the people that went down, because if they don't make peace talk, more people are going to go down. And this is why I am always happy when these young men come together to make a peace talk. So this is the current situation of what is going on in Rumuola between Vikings and the Icelanders due to what happened to Don Fregene. Anyway, you are watching Nigerian View.